Hello everyone, Alex here, and this is my Oculus Rift S. It has been with me ever since that I bought it since August of 2019, and it is the first headset that I ever gotten, and the first headset to introduce me to virtual reality. And overall, the experiences has been really good, even though there are a lot of drawbacks. But in this video, I'm just going to straight to the experiences that I had, the pros and cons, and overall if it's a good investment for you to buy. So yeah, let's go. So this $400 PCVR headset, it is capable of doing many things, and especially if I consider the first pro, it's the setup. The setup, it is really easy. You just need to download the Oculus applications on your PC. You just need to add the display port and the USB port to your computer, and you're good to go. You don't need base stations, and the technology that it uses inside-out tracking to track your controllers. So you might be wondering, Alex, what about the controllers? Well, actually, the controllers are not that bad. I think it's good, even though that you can, while holding that, it feels like gun in some way. But I think overall, I think it's you're gonna have a good experience with the controllers, and yeah, they're really good. And also that you can do this holding your thumbs to grab the one of the rings. It is really fun to do that. And I think the controllers are really good for when you're playing Beat Saber. Once for an example, yeah, there is a technique where you can put your controllers upside down and do and slice all of the cubes. I use this type of grip for when I play Beat Saber, and overall the experience in Beat Saber has been really good while holding the controller set like that. I think you heard a problem with my mic. That is one of the cons, but I'll get to that later. Now let's talk about the headset itself. It uses a Halo strap, similar to the PlayStation VR, and the comfort it's there. It's just that you can feel uncomfortable every once in a while, but I think it's okay. Let's see what else. I think the design overall, I think it's okay. I think it's really good, the design of the Rift S, and it uses five cameras, so that it can track your controllers, and now getting into the tracking. I think that the tracking overall, it's really I think it's good. I think it's really good. It can help you a lot when you play Beat Saber or slash some goblins in Rec Room. Even though that there were like some hiccups while playing games, the tracking may not be perfect in the long term, but I think overall the tracking and the experience of the tracking is really good. Now, before we go into the cons, I'm going to talk about one thing that is okay, and that's the audio solution that it has. I believe that the audio, it's okay. It's not great. It's not bad, but I think it overall it does the job done. Even though that it's not a audio solution as we wanted to, like the Valve Index or the next VR headset that is the HP Reverb G2. Now we're getting into the cons sections, and oh boy, there are a lot of them, but I'm going to mention the ones that are common for us. And first and foremost, it's its microphone. The microphone, it's bad in a sense that it can damage the experience from not only you but also your friends. And what do I mean by this? The microphone. it can get into a point where you can sound like a robot, as what happened to me earlier in the video. It can affect the social experience of you and your friends, and at the same time, for content creators, you're going to have a hard time dealing with this type of issues because you really don't know when it's going to happen. For you to to sound like a robot, and it's really and it can sometimes be a pain by doing the videos for YouTube and for any other social media. The second thing that I have to mention is the lack of updates for the Oculus Rift S. The updates, it can come out every once in a while, but not as constant as as if with the Oculus Quest. And there are a lot of features that I really want the Rift S to have, and that's the and one of them is the hand tracking, and I feel really disappointed at Oculus for not giving that feature to us. And the third thing that I have to say is that the only way that you can fix your tracking and your microphone is by unplugging and plugging your USB cable from your PC. And if you really want to go to the next step with the microphone, I would say that you have to like buy a wireless headset so that you and your friends can have a really good social experience without you disrupting them with your robotic microphone. And maybe the fourth thing is not as a surprise, or it's not really a big deal, and that's the you have to need your uh, connect your Rift S to your PC. Not a big deal. It is a PCVR, so yeah, it is what it is. So in conclusion, even though of its flaws, I believe that the Oculus Rift S can give you the best VR experience as a $400 PCVR headset. And it can appeal to a lot of people, especially that if you're considering this headset as a short-term investment, it is going to be really good. And also, it is going to appeal to competitive players, and at the same time to the collectors market. Warning: it is going to be hard to believe, but if you're planning on buying an Oculus Rift S or a Oculus device, you are required to add your Facebook account. I know it's sad to believe it, but yeah, it is what it is, and it's sad that it has to be that way. And the other thing that is hard to believe is that Facebook wants to discontinue the Oculus Rift S on early 2021. Now, if you don't plan on buying the Oculus Rift S, there are other options. Two of which is the Oculus Quest 2. It is an improved version of the Quest 1, and it's really competitively good as the Oculus Rift S. And the second one, it's the HP Reverb G2, which is going to come out on November. And the HP Reverb G2, it's basically the Rift S that we all wanted. It has a higher resolution display. It has a better audio solution, and overall, it is a really good headset for about $600. So yeah, this is going to be the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you want to, you can leave a like, subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter. And yeah, see you on my next video. Bye.